Hey guys, Straight Instinct here again, and I wanted to tell you about my 7th grade AB teacher. If all of you people might not know what AB is, because some schools don't do it and some schools do, it's a combined class of history and language. So instead of just having a history class and then going to the next period, it being like a language class, they just had that all in one classroom. And I got this one teacher, which he had favorites. He had a lot of favorites, and most of his favorites were wrestlers since he was a wrestling coach. So like if you're a wrestler, you got special privileges, kind of like you wouldn't have to. If you missed an assignment, he'd be all like, "Oh, just get it to me tomorrow." But if you weren't a wrestler, he'd like send you to like lunch detention and stuff. And like he would just look past a lot of the things that wrestlers did, especially like the better ones, because he would want to keep them in the game. I remember one time we were doing history and I was reading my history book. Okay, so then the wrestler that I'm sitting next to, like jokingly shoves my face in the book, and then the teacher calls on me and says to focus, and I'm like, okay, why are you calling me for that? He didn't answer. He just kept doing whatever he was doing. So I guess the year went on, and then I got moved to a group of all girls, because I know that our group we were all boys, and then we were talkative and we were just saying funny things, and we all laughed. But then yeah, because of that, I got moved to a group of all girls, which I ended up making a lot of friends there. I don't know why. But yeah, we ended up making friends, and so since we were becoming friends, um, more girls got moved to other tables because we ended up messing around. So it ended up being like two, three girls and like um, two boys. So then we all became friends, and then the more we started messing around, the more he called on me instead of almost anyone else. And then so one time, our whole group was laughing, and he calls on me. So and then I was like, okay, fine then. You calling me for like when our whole group is laughing, and so he walks over there and he's like, why are you guys all laughing that I like got him in trouble or something? And they're like, well, you just keep calling on him, especially when we're all doing it. And then he was like, oh, I guess you're just noticeable to me. And I'm like, okay, wow, like no one else is noticeable. And I think he might be a little mad at me because he asked me to join the wrestling team. Because I'm not skinny, but I'm not too fat. So I'm not a twig, but I'm not a pumpkin either. So I guess wrestler type he thinks. So then since I declined because I think I did, what other sports did I did that? I think I did track, which I don't know if it lines up with wrestling season. I just didn't want to. But yeah, so I think he ended up getting mad at me for the rest of the year, which was kind of crappy. So that was my AB teacher of 7th grade. And then once I got to 8th grade, I asked all my friends who came in from 6th grade, they were 5th graders. They came in to 7th grade. So then I was asking them who you have, and they're like, "Oh, let's call my last AB teacher, Madsen." So they say, "Who do you have?" They say Madsen, and I'd be like, "Aha! How do you like it?" They'd be like, "Oh, he's favorites. I don't really like him. I might switch." And I'm like, "Yeah, see, I told you." So then like a bunch of people ended up switching out of his class, and that's why he never got like kicked out of teaching. It's just a lot of people didn't like it because he would always have favorites, and he would treat people differently based on if they were like a wrestler or if he liked them or not. So I mean, people wanted to get on his good side, but like they never will or never would because he didn't really like them. And that was part of my 7th grade. That was my worst teacher that I had in 7th grade. Oh, what else? Yeah, and me and my friends at my table, we still hang out today. We still just talk, and we still laugh about how bad that AB teacher that we had was bad at hiding his favorites. Because, like, sometimes he would try to hide it and, like, he would get them in trouble a little bit. Like, if they did something really bad, he would get them in trouble. But mostly not the wrestlers or, like, the really good ones. Even if they did something really bad, he would really get them in trouble for it. He still wants them to play. He still needs them to play the game. And that was one of the reasons I really hated him, was because of that. And like every time we had a sub, we our whole table was like so happy that day, or any day that we had a sub, because then he wouldn't be there. Sometimes he wouldn't be there for a couple of days because he would be sick. But yeah, so that was my worst teacher in 7th grade. Please like and subscribe if you would want more content like this and more talking, or more of me talking about my 7th grade or 8th grade or elementary experiences. See ya.